everybody, happy Valentine's Day. Today we're going to do some lemon chicken paillards over a avocado pasta with asparagus and cherry tomatoes, little Parmesan crisp hearts. And for dessert, we're going to have cheesecake stuffed strawberries dipped in chocolate. So this is a very easy, affordable recipe. Everything was purchased actually at the Publix on campus. So you can go out and get it and make it yourself.
Hello, my name is Winston Jones. I serve as the Associate Dean of Students here at the University of South Florida, and I'm the little sous chef.
Yes, yes. So first thing we're going to do is we have a caprese salad that goes over on top of the chicken paillards. So for that, I purchased this lovely thing of variety grape tomatoes. So we're going to take half of it and we sliced them very thinly like that. We took the other half and quartered them. We're going to use that for the pasta later. So into this, you're going to add basil, a couple ounces of mozzarella. This is a combination of lemon zest, lemon juice, and olive oil, and some salt and pepper. So go ahead and mix that up.
So all of this?
Yep.
Okay.
All of that. And then while you're doing that, I'm gonna make the bag here. So normally in a culinary kitchen, we would use a piping bag, but if you're at home, you can always just use a Ziploc bag. You're just gonna cut a little corner off. And
All of this?
all of that. There you go. And while he's doing that, I'm cutting the tops off of these strawberries. I am going to get in there without breaking the sides of the strawberries and just pull out enough that I can stuff it. I got about that much. I'm going to let that drain for a minute while I do the rest of these, so give that extra juice out. So the reason why we do that salad first and let it sit on the side is so it can marinate and all those flavors can come out. And this is also the kind of recipe that you can get all this stuff done the day before almost. You can get your strawberries completely done, you can make your salad, you can red the chicken, you can do your other preparations. So Valentine's doesn't have to be stressful. All right, so you get that all mixed up. We're gonna leave that out at room temperature. And then you can come over here. And what you're going to do is just take this little thing and you're gonna like that. Okay? Do that. And then while you are doing that, I have also purchased this other thing, which is a very easy way for you to dip chocolate at home. And then once you have all of those stuffed, you're going to stick one of these lovely little skewers. It's a little easier to dip, a little bit easier to eat, just until you reach the inside flesh of the strawberry, so it kind of catches. Alright, in the meantime, what we can do is get our sauce ready for our pasta. So what that involves is taking a nice ripe avocado. So we've got one right there. Very good. Cut that baby open. Nice. That's a good one. And to get the stone out, I'm going to take the heel of the knife, twist it out. There we go. And I'm just going to cut very haphazard chunks. And then, my friend, if you would scoop it right on into that blender. Your chocolate is now melted.
Okay.
So, what you do, take your strawberry very gently. It might get a little top heavy. And just any Valentine sprinkles that you want to put on there. We also have these nice little hearts, a little special. Those are from Walmart, actually. Fletcher Walmart. So you can get these things right around the neighborhood if you wanted to do that. And then when you were done with this, we would let these set in the refrigerator. Like I said, you could do them the day before. You could do them, a couple hours prior, just to kind of let that cheesecake set up, let the chocolate solidify. There you go. Oh, it's so cute. Let's go ahead and finish our avocado sauce over here. So to the avocado, you're going to add about 2 ounces of cheese. So start there. And then we would add garlic, basil. We have a combination of lemon zest, lemon juice, and olive oil right there. Let's start with, let's see, half a teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of pepper. There, once we have gotten the pasta cooked, I'm going to take a little bit of the pasta water, add it in there to kind of help thin it out. And now we'll start working on our chicken. If you would please step over there. So for a standard breading procedure, you're going to take flour, which we're going to season with salt and pepper. We'll have an egg, which you can go ahead and put in there with about a tablespoon of water. Yeah, you can mix that up first. And then these are panko breadcrumbs. We're going to add Italian seasoning, salt, and black pepper, and lemon zest. So, we've gotten chicken tenderloins straight from Publix. And the thing about the breading procedure is you want to keep one hand wet, one hand dry. So let's say this is my wet hand, you drop it in the flour, boom, boom, boom. To do that, then I'm going to lay it in the egg. Get it all covered in egg. So all of these layers add to the crispiness of the panko bread. And then once I have it in the breadcrumbs, I'm going to get it nice and covered. I'm going to use the heel of my hand to flatten it out a little bit. So you want the heat on this pan about medium-high, because you want to get the chicken's not going to take too long to cook because it's very thin, but you do want a nice golden brown color on it. And then in the meantime, we've got water boiling here for our pasta. What we're going to do first, though, is we're going to add our asparagus, which is just a little 8-ounce package of asparagus, just cut on the diagonal. We're going to add that in, and we're going to let that cook for maybe 60 seconds before we add the pasta. So this is just the Tony fresh pasta that you can get in any grocery store. We'll add our pasta. So this is going to take about 2 minutes to cook. You could use regular dried pasta. I would just, instead of adding it this way, I would probably cook the pasta itself for about 8 minutes first, and then add the asparagus for the last couple of minutes of cooking time. So all we're going to do is take this over here, and we're going to put the pasta water. Process it again. At this point, I'm going to add the tomatoes to the pasta. We are now ready to plate. So with pasta, you could just dump it on the plate, or you could get a nice spin going with your tongs and kind of get that little pile going there. And then we want to make sure we get a lot of those vegetables in there. Put them on the side. We're going to clean up our plate when we're done anyway, so make a mess, it's okay. So that's sort of you got pasta, you got veggies, and then we're going to do these things. Alright, and here's where our caprese salad comes back into play. We're going to top that chicken so it's nice and moist, very basil-y, tomato-y, lemony. And then what I was not able to show you, so we don't have an oven here, is we made little Parmesan crisps, which are very easily made if you take shredded Parmesan and put it on a piece of parchment, and you bake the parchment for, say, about 5 minutes at 350 degrees. And then once it comes out, while it's still hot, you got to press a cookie cutter down. You might have to still cut around, but you can make little shapes. So we got a little Parmesan crisp, got a little basil leaf, and then we wipe our plate. And that's what we're going for.
Alrighty.
Alrighty.
See what we can do.
Yeah, I bet you can. A little twisty. All up in there. Wind it around the tongs. There you go. Got it. Okay. More to the corner here, and then get some of those nice veggies in there. There we are. And now we have two beautiful Valentine's dinners here. Right there. And with that, we have our strawberries here. And then, so the no-bake cheesecake filling that we got for the strawberries, of course, comes in a tub that is enough for a full cheesecake. Well, you're not going to let it go bad. So you'll also probably have chocolate left over from dipping the chocolate. So I just kind of threw some chocolate on some graham crackers, put a little dipper of the cheesecake filling, some strawberries on the side. Or you make yourself a little mini cheesecake with the little graham crackers crushed with just a little bit of butter to make a crust. Throw in your cheesecake, your fruit, your sprinkles, whatever you want to do. So there you go.
Voila.